Okay, let's see, starting. Okay. Yep. Hello. I got nothing. Got nothing to say. Anyways, time to build this city. Yes, I have a mall on, because I like having a much better city. No. While never getting that piece of wood back. Alright, probably will need that. What else will I need? Yeah. That looks better. Alright, what do I talk about? I got nothing. So, anyways, I'm just gonna be building this because I really have nothing. First thing, advice on making a city. When you want your city should be near a river, and yes, this is just a really, really big river. And here's a mountain range. But that's not where I'm building the starting part of the city. My starting part of the city's right here. You want to place it near a river because rivers are the lifeblood of cities back in the day. For reasons like fertility. You could do this, and well, you could farm crops more efficiently on a river. It also allowed you to hop on a ship and, travel upstream. Natural highways, after all. Yes, I'm putting a bunch of farmland down because I can. And to prove a point, you can do this because, you kinda need food to survive. It's a big shocker, I know. You need food. Who knew? But it brought a lot of trade and commerce to, these which is why most big cities have a river. Like London, Paris. Both of them have rivers, the River Thames? River Thames? River Thames, and I don't know the river in Paris. I don't know the name of it. I know it's there, but I don't know the name of it. But yeah, maybe this is how suitable. So you need rivers. Otherwise, flatlands also help with the whole, farming thing, houses. And during the medieval era, we're building this space in the medieval era, but in the medieval era, you especially needed rivers because they didn't have things like phones and iPods, and I really don't know. However you use them for nowadays. I don't know. I don't even own a phone. I don't like phones. Phones are overrated. Like, I mean, you could say the same thing about Minecraft, but You know what? I don't think I should continue this monologue because no one's watching this and I'm talking to myself basically. But if someone is watching this, I can't just have it be boring. It's not just me placing blocks in a game about blocks. But yeah, does that look nice? Does that really? No, it doesn't. Yes, that looks better. Ah, yes, that looks so much better now. Oh yeah, lifeblood of cities. Rivers being the lifeblood of cities allowed it a much better trade, communications. They would farming, which is especially back then. Everyone knows that pretty much everyone had to farm back then just to sustain the nobility. Oh, who cares if the peasants starve? Just as long as the nobility dies. Oh, that's awful of the whole 500,000 peasant side, the nobles party. If they didn't, that's a real horrible thing. Who cares if 500 peasants died? They're commoners. No one likes a commoner. Or women. Or anyone who wasn't the nobility, really. Olden days were really bad. And that's why they're saying, oh, if we could go back to the good old days. This is such a stupid saying. I don't think anyone says that. People who say we should go back to, I don't know, some other time. Or people who say we should go back to the caveman era. I don't know why anyone would think that. Why would you want to go back to the caveman era? You'd die halfway through. But these days are the best days to be alive. Vaccines, all that nice stuff. Oh, and back then spices were a very rich commodity, as we all know. Very, very, very rich.
My sheet isn't balancing.
What's it?
My sheet isn't balancing.
I was live streaming here. Okay, back to that. You know, maybe I can turn on the Minecraft music. I can actually hear things. Why I never have my Minecraft music on? You're asking. Well, it's because I don't like. That's really ugly. Why did... Alright, let's see. How's this house going? It's awful. I need to have... That's better. Still awful, but... Hey, I never said I was good at building, like, houses. I just said I was gonna build houses. Never said I was good at it. Red, because... Don't know if you noticed, but I kinda like the color red. I don't know if you've noticed this about me. Don't know if you...
My dad kept having
Oh. I don't know if you notice about me, but I kinda like red. Don't know where you'd get that impression from. Just ignore that accidentally going on to a YouTube video, okay? Just ignore that. Ignore what I do in my spare time. Because I think that's my first building. What? If you're wondering what wondering, I still have no idea why I just, you know, planted all this goddamn grassland. Oh yeah, it was me talking about the lifeblood of ancient cities inside. Oh, but am I allowed to play this music? I don't know. No, doesn't really matter. It feels sad. Alright. This will be known as the Holy Well. Didn't I literally just turn off music? 5? Wait, what? What the? Those subtitles. I have no idea what the hell that means. But I'm turning it. Oh, that's what it means. I think I'll turn that off. Yeah, this is... This holy well. There shall be an entire religion based around this one thing alone. And dear God, is this town a bit ugly? Yes, it's still very ugly. I still don't know what I originally planned to do with this town. Alright, put... But yeah, so wells without a basically why rivers are necessary for cities is water. Fairly obvious. Water is kind of necessary for you being alive. It's more important than eating, which is eating is still important, but water is much more important. That's ugly. Now, what was the original purpose of building that well again? I remember. Alright, here's a public house or something. Alright. We need jobs. We need to give people jobs now.
How was your day?
Wait. Okay, yeah. That's back in. Do not question why I was pretty much paused the live stream. Alright, let's have a farmer boy over here. Farm. Alright. Alright, peasant. Potato. Here's a potato. I want you to farm a potato. You can eat. You're not allowed mutton because you're not allowed mutton because I think that's kind of self-explanatory there. Kind of. Let's just take a second look here and you see why you're not allowed to eat mutton. No. Will you eat a cake if I put it in there? Fine. Here's some cooked fish. Anyways, now you shall create a farm using that, and apologies. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. That fish is all you're getting. Alright, need to continue building up. Yeah, this is a medieval town, so I'm gonna have a castle. With a castle and also a senate house. I'll put that right here when time comes for it. Oh. I don't know why this is such good stuff, though. I mean, I'm just gonna look down. You came here to see me build, I'm just gonna... Oh! Why is there so much gold? Wow, I just dug straight down and found gold and emeralds. Wonder why that could be. Alright. Why did I find gold pretty much and emeralds pretty together? Couldn't have been that I increased the probability when I was creating this world. Couldn't be that. Anyway, so that's one house is pretty bad. Sure, this may be a... You know what, this is poor people houses. Making houses for the poor people. So we only really need this. That's the house funded directly by the Emperor himself. Myself, Emperor Redsheep, I guess, presiding over his royal subjects. Oh, definitely don't need that. Peasants don't need gold. Of course, we have imported quite a lot of sandstone from the deserts of the Empire to build these slums. Did I say slums? I meant poor high density housing. No, that's not. High density housing. It's not slums, I swear. It's, if I call it high density housing, people can't sue me for human rights violations. Except suing doesn't exist because this is like the 13th century and nobody cares. This was made pretty low budget. This is a pretty low budget house because we're living on the poor side of town. Because this is no, really poor side of town. People don't even have floors on this side of town. Oh no, wait, they do have floors. They're just made of hay and not like wood. It gets pretty wet. Yeah. See it, you know, you can tell what class they are by the type of resource. You see, this person is in the lower class. Because he is using the clay. he could afford to pay for the hay that not the hay. He could. Alright, here's the upper lower class house. Oh yeah, he gets this man. Nah. I mean, they're collectively the upper lower class. What does that make sense? So they don't really need good house. So they're all crowded in. This isn't a slum. It's not a slum if I don't call it a slum. So they have to get up, they go to work. Yeah. Okay, put a potato each.
Okay.
And that brings an end to the stream. So, see you later then.